Hi, today's good person to know is Tim Robbins. He's performance coach at Training Influence Limited, and his talk was on overcoming obstacles in our life, not through traditional methods like going to your GP, speaking to a therapist, undergoing CBT training, reading self-help books, but through emotional freedom techniques, EFT. It works with the subconscious mind to change emotional patterns and behaviors that we have. It's by tapping certain meridians in the body. Now, I know it sounds wishy-washy, but do give it a try. It doesn't take long and you don't have to tell anyone. To get optimum results is when you're actually living that negative feeling, i.e. feeling depressed, anxious, frustrated, or if you have self-doubt issues, or if someone's hurt you and you don't know how to overcome it. The formula is tapping plus emotional stress equals result. The interesting point that Tim made is that it doesn't require you to actually believe in it in order for it to work. So give it a go. You've got nothing to lose but a lot to gain, and especially if it can help you get rid of that negative thought that you have about yourself. So I hope you enjoy this video and thank you for watching.
10% is what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. How often do you find yourself reacting to situations in a way that wasn't very productive? The iceberg representing the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. You have the big interview tomorrow. Consciously you know, okay, I've got the experience, I can do this, I've got the qualifications, and I've done interviews before. I got that consciously. But that's not enough to overcome the emotions that are actually happening in the moment. So when we walk into the interview and we are sweating hands and the heart's beating quickly and inner critic is telling us how bad we are, often we try to change ourselves. You might want to read self-help books, or just, I'm just going to not get nervous, I'm just going to try harder. That's like a very conscious mind process. And some of these methods are useful, but typically all it will give you is more information about why you have these things that you don't like. EFT for short. It's an incredibly powerful way to work with your subconscious mind to change emotional patterns, to change beliefs, to change your behaviors. As you well know, arteries and veins transport blood, nerves transport signals, sensory, motor, neuromotor signals. Meridians transport energy. This is absolutely measurable by Western science. These are as real as your veins and your arteries. The principle is, energy needs to flow for us to be physically healthy. It also needs to flow for us to be mentally, emotionally healthy. If you are finding yourself getting very stressed, snapping too easily, worrying too much, in a depression of some sort, that is evidence that there are blockages of energy in your system, congested energy. Instead of using needles to stimulate these points, we're going to be tapping. Tap with your dominant hand, so if you're right-handed, tap with your right hand, left hand, tap with your left hand. Inner eyebrow, it's like a little indent, just on that inner point there. So I'm just going to tap there lightly. It's like tapping 5-6 times on each point, and it's just a gentle tap. The next point is on the temple, easy to find. Next point is under the eye. So just it's not down on the cheek, it's higher, it's just underneath the eye, on the top of that bone. It feels almost a little bit too close. Collarbone, so you've got 2 collarbones there. Underneath it's just a little soft area, and you can see there's lots of meridians. So here it's probably good to use all your fingers, because the more meridians you stimulate, the better. So you can do it in the center, you can do it on the side. And then a little bit further down, just middle of the chest. Final point, top of the head. And just flat hand is good for that. The formula is tapping plus emotional stress equals result. Okay, say these words with me aloud and let's see what happens. Even though I really dislike this person, and they stress me, and I can feel it, I choose to let this go. Tapping on the temple. My reaction to this person, I let it go. Tapping under the eye. I really dislike them. Why are they like that? Why do they treat me like that? I let it go. Okay, tapping on the top of the lip. My reaction to this person. I let it go. Tapping on the collarbone, on the top of the chest. My reaction to this person, all this emotion, all these feelings, I let it go. Tapping on the middle of the chest. My reaction to this person, I let this go. Top of the head. My reaction to this person, I let it go. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. The more accurate the language, the better the result. So once again, test. Go in there and test. Go inside and think about that person again. And notice, what are your thoughts about them? How do they even appear? Can you see them? Can you still hear them? Is there some reaction in the body? If so, give me a 0 to 10. Well, it works directly with the subconscious mind. It works with emotions. It works within minutes. You can do it yourself. Doesn't require you to believe in it for it to work. It can be done almost at any time. You can use it with children. And it's a fairly pain-free process in the sense that you don't need to relive the actual experience. You don't need to talk about it. You don't need to share it with anyone else. You can use it to break habits. Why? Because habits are integrally driven by emotions and phobias. Let it go in the past. As we let go of the anxiety, the worry, the fears, the depression, the natural response is we start to feel stronger in ourselves. We start to feel happier, more confident. Of all the people I've worked with, that is clearly the biggest bastard in the whole world. That is what kills more dreams than any other belief. Of all the people I've worked with, from CEOs to people trying to get off heroin to housewives, mums, dads, whatever, I'm not good enough. I'm afraid of getting it wrong. I'm afraid of being judged. I'm afraid I won't be able to handle it. So, I'm afraid I'll get it wrong. Maybe fear of failure, fear of success. Well, what if I am a success? I won't be able to handle it. What if all that money comes in? What if suddenly my company grows? I can't handle that. I'm not smart enough. Not experienced enough. I don't deserve it. And this one I get the most. This comes up the most for women, and in particular mums, who've spent years of their life serving their husbands, serving their children. And it's got to the point in their mind where they believe if they were to put themselves first, that's pretty selfish.